right, today we are going to review and work a little bit more on the letters A and E. We're not going to practice all the other alphabet letters, but that doesn't mean you can't practice them on your own. If you want to go through the alphabet and say all the letters you know and all the sounds you know, that's good practice for kindergarten, so you might want to do that on your own. But on our video, we're just going to talk about the letters A and E. Now, we did A a couple of times ago, and it says its name, A, like acorn. It also says A, like apple, and sometimes we found out at the end of the word it says a lot, which is actually the U short sound. And because they're tricky letters, sometimes they steal the sounds of other letters. Sometimes they're quiet. E is a letter that is quite often quiet and whispering to another vowel. Say your name, say your name. So that's what E likes to do. Then it also says its own name, E, like eagle, and it also says E, like egg. Now we have two words here that we're going to try to read today. And the first one starts with an A, and I will just tell you it's the short sound of the A. So A. Then we have two of these letters. Do you remember what letters those are? That's the letter P, and it says P. So let's just put those sounds together. App, app. Now an app is something you might have on your phone or your device, but that's not what this is. So we're gonna add two more letters. Here's one, L. What sound does L make? O. So app, o. Do you know what it is yet? There's one more letter. It's an E. But remember how I told you that E is sometimes quiet? It is, and it's not even whispering to anybody because there's no vowels close to it. I don't know why it's at the end of that word, but it is. Okay, let's try and read it again. A, p, o. Now when there's two letters together, we don't say them twice. We don't go a, p, p. We just say p. Maybe it's a stronger p, I don't know. But there's just two together and we say p. A, p, o. Did you get it yet? Okay, I'm going to bring down one of our pictures. Is that what you thought it was? Apple. Apple, that's how you spell apple. Now here is another word. It starts with the short sound of E, which is E. So that's going to say E. And then here we have two letters together. And do you remember what letters that is? It's the letter G, but it makes the sound G. And now do we say G, G? Nope. When two letters are together like that, we just say it G. So here we go. Egg. Egg. Do you know what it is yet? Let's keep going for those who don't. Egg. Egg. So sometimes if you draw out the vowel sound, it helps you. And just say it all the way until you say the next sound so they're not chopped apart. Egg. Did you get what it is yet? It's something that an eagle comes out of, and it looks like this. One of them. Can you tell what it is now? Egg. Now I just had a thought. I don't know if I have any close by. It doesn't look like I do. What would happen? This is not just one egg, is it? These are two eggs. So really the more correct thing would to be an S on the end because there are two eggs. So what would the word be now? Eggs. Eggs. Do you hear that S on the end? Because S says S. Eggs. So this says apple. This says eggs. Let's go to our paper for today. It looks like this. And we have a sentence also. So maybe I'll do it right here so you can see it really well. So first we're going to, like we always do, we're going to trace. I'm going to choose a green crown today. We're going to trace your name. And you might have a whole bunch of times up there if you're still learning to write it. And then your last name, you can practice that too. So we're going to do that really fast. Trace your name. Trace your name. You know how to do that, right? Try and stay on the dotted lines. It can be really neat. And then when you get done with all of them, you can try to do it one more time all by yourself. And remember, so you watch, the first letter usually goes up above both of those. Watch where they are on these lines. These lines are to help you know where to write the letters. Okay, so then we come to the next line. These are the letter A, and you need to practice making your letter A. I'm going to switch to a pen. So you're going to go up, down, and across. I need something hard. The letter A is going to be slant up, slant down, then the straight line across. Do it again, slant up, slant down, straight line across. Then we're going to practice lowercase a. Around, and remember you have to make that line come across the whole side of the round circle. Not just one little line coming out here, it goes down the whole side. So let's show you again. Start here, go around like a circle, and then when you get up here, come straight down. Now we can do it by ourselves. Slant up, slant down, and A. There is the letter A. Now we know what this word is, right? Apple. So you can trace each of those letters. You've learned them this year, so you can trace each of those. Now we're going to do letter E. So we do straight line down, then 3 things that come out of it. E is pretty easy. Lowercase e is not as easy. Straight line out and around, or you can start here, go up and around and back. So now we're going to do one on our own, just because we like to get lots of practice. And then we have our word, egg. Now I didn't do the one, so I want you to do it. So did you notice that G is kind of like A, except we come down like the road? This is the green light that says go. Here's A. Let's do, just in case you think you don't have to, because I didn't. Okay, so now I've traced all of the letters and my name. Here is a sentence, and you get to finish that sentence. Do you remember how I talked about how letters make words, and words make sentences, and sentences make stories, and that's why we want to learn to read, so we can read the stories. So here is the first letter. It's an I, and it's standing all by itself, and so it's just going to say its name, I. That means, right? I, and then this is a word that starts with E, and the E and the A work together to say E's name. So in this one, the A is being quiet, and he's saying to E, say your name, say your name. So E is going to say its name, eat. So let's read our sentence so far. I eat. Now this word, we have an A, and it's the short sound, so it says a, and then an N, an. Here's the 3 words. I eat an. Now you get to finish it. And you can write apple. Just copy this one right here. You can say I eat an apple. And there's the period. It shows that the sentence is over. Or you can say I eat an egg. Or if your mom or somebody else who knows how to read and write wants to help you, you can write your favorite food there. So let's see. What is my favorite food? Let's see, I actually like apples. I'm going to say, and this, you have to make it a little different if it doesn't start with a vowel. So you can cross out the N, and it says, I eat, one thing I like to eat is pizza. Since I know how to write, I can put that on there. So my sentence says, I eat a pizza. If you're going to use egg or apple, you have to use the N. So you can choose to write that or something else and have your mom or your dad or a brother or sister help you know how to spell the thing that you want to eat.